Welcome to phase 2. So what do I mean by full body listening? For me, it's very much about wholeness. It's about remembering what's in the back of our van and bringing forth that which is the heart, the innocence, the intuition, the guiding principle, and coming to a place of openness so that we can actually connect with people on this level. And through the listening experience, really begin to hear what it is that our higher selves are trying to express. And it's also about rediscovering who we really are. And when I say discovering, I mean uncovering the layers of conditioning, of preconceived ideas, of old patterns of thinking, of ancestral patterns, of fear, of all those parts of that thinking mind that don't serve us anymore and don't allow us to connect with that place of equality. Putting aside the rational mind for a while. If we continue to just focus on that part of ourselves, on the chatter, on the mesmerizing thoughts that take over our whole lives, we'll never be able to have the time to ask the question, are they really real? And discover the answer that no, they're not. They're not real. Because most of the time our thoughts are based either in the past or the future. And they're not serving us. And the reason they're not serving us is because they're preventing us that opportunity to discover that other part of ourselves which lies outside of thought. It lies within stillness. It lies within the present moment. And it's the peace of the present moment that is so important to get back in touch with in order to be able to offer that quality attention and full body listening to the other. Deepak Chopra says, I use my thoughts, but I do not allow my thoughts to use me. And that's spot on. Because we're not our thoughts. Our thoughts are tools for us to use in this life. But they've taken over big time. So in order for me to get into that place of full body listening, I need to recognize my thoughts. And the way I do that is through two very simple tools, completely God-given, with us from the day we're born into the day we die. And that is breath and attention. And I really want to draw attention to breath, because it's right under our nose. It's everything to us. If we weren't breathing, we wouldn't be alive. And it's something, it's like thought. We completely forget what it is in our lives. It animates our lives. Without breath, we wouldn't exist. And what's more incredible about breath is it's the perfect tool. Because when you focus on your breath, if you really stop and focus on your breath, it just feels so wonderful. It's such a beautiful experience. So this is how I get in touch with that part of myself, the present moment experience. By focusing on this wonderful feeling of breath coming into my body, moment by moment, refueling me and filling each and every cell with light. Because that's what it does. It doesn't just bring in oxygen to feed all our organs. It also fills us with source energy. And to get back in touch with that source energy is such an amazing thing. And it's so simple. We just have to wake up to its power. If you just close your eyes with me for a minute, close your eyes and ask yourself the question, if I wasn't to breathe a single breath more in my life, if this was the last breath I took, how would I feel? Well, it's a crazy question, because of course we wouldn't feel. And this is the point. Without this amazing tool for focusing, we wouldn't even feel. We would not be alive. So, with the breath and with attention on that breath, we can part the waves of thought. And the reason we can do this is because it feels so good. And as it feels so good, our chattering thoughts are actually willing to focus on this because it feels so good. So there they are, focusing on this breath, and whilst they're focusing there, there's this parting, this portal for the present moment to come into our lives and fill us up. And this is what it does. And if we can be in this place while we're listening to the other, and they're telling us their story, which is very likely a message for us as well. The body becomes aligned in this place. And it's a very powerful place because it's very attractive. And what happens is the person who's telling their story, they may have started off in a place of discomfort. But before long, when they feel that safety, because they will feel that, their whole expression will become one of delight. And the whole experience becomes very delightful and very simple and very beautiful. So this part of ourselves, this aspect of present moment, where time stands still, this is where we can find unconditional love. It's here within us. And it's so beautiful. And this is what I want to share with you. This very, very simple tool. Taking that inspiration and letting go of that as expression. That's what we are. We're breathing creatures. Just by breathing, we are inspiring. And when we let that breath out, we are expressing. And in this way, life is very, very simple. And we can share that with everybody that we come in touch with. And it's particularly good with children because they're already there. They're in that place. They're totally focused. They don't know about the past and the future. They're in the present. And they're alive. And this is the place we can all come to so much more in our lives. And the idea of giving quality attention and full body listening to the other is such a great circular experience because it gives me the opportunity to do my practice and come into that place and feel that peace that's within me, and it also allows this other person that attention, that respect, that openness that we all crave. So my offering in this ripple of change is to give quality attention with full body listening. It doesn't have to be for a long period of time. It can just be for just a very short moment, really, to anybody who's passing in your life. And when they receive that from you, and the alignment starts happening, and they can feel that within themselves, they can then go and share that with somebody else. And this whole thing can just be a rolling, sharing experience. Now this message is not new, it's ancient. I'm just a reminder. This is my job, to remind myself to go into that place. So for me, I need reminders, I need attention, and I need to focus on my breath. And then I can get to that place. So below this video there's a document, and it's a reminder, a simple reminder of these issues. And look out, or should I say listen up, for some audios that hopefully will help you get into that place that I'm talking about. So thank you so much for your attention.